Please give a big round of applause to Susanna Meaker as she comes to tell the story.
I'm 5'2", for those of you wondering. You know how when you're a kid and you tell a lie, and then your mom says, "Why'd you say that?" And you say, "I don't know." And your mom just like, "All right, I can't really do anything with that." And so you're like, "Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense." And even when you're older and someone says, "Why'd you say that?" You're like, "I don't know why I said it, but I was a kid." And everyone nods and they're like, "Yeah, okay." I was a college freshman, and I was on like probably a third date with this guy that I thought was okay. And we had gone on, I was gonna take him on a drive to Georgia. And Georgia's not far from here, so I was like, "Woo, road trip, Georgia." And we like took 10 minutes, and then we were like, "Georgia, we're here." And the day before that, I cleaned out my car because I was thinking ahead. And I know that girls' cars are always gross, and guys think that's gross. And I found this cookie that my roommate had left under the passenger seat. And when I picked up the cookie, I found this nest of ants. And I figured the cookie's gone, so the ants will go too. And I threw them away, and the next day, we get in the car, and we're going, and we're in Georgia, woo! And he's brought a Red Bull, and I hate Red Bulls. They're disgusting, they smell gross, and I don't want them near me. And he drinks them all the time. I've been on like 3 dates. But he drinks them all the time, and I know that after 3 dates. That's saying something. But so we're in the car, and we're at a gas station, so you had to go to the bathroom. And I'm just looking around, and I look over at the Red Bull next to my seat, and I see all of these ants crawling up the can and going inside. And I stared at it for a long time. And I just watched them march. And it was probably like 2 minutes, and he comes back out, and I start driving again. And I don't say anything. And in my defense, I didn't know how to work it into the conversation. I don't remember what we're talking about anymore, probably something about Georgia. It'd be perfect if we heard Georgia on my mind today, sometime out. Yeah, there are ants in your can. It just doesn't fit. So I didn't say anything. And about 10 minutes go by, and I've completely forgotten about it. And we pulled over because I remember there was like this building on the side of the road. We're on like a rural highway now. And there's this building on the side of the road, and we're like, "What is that? Let's be cool." And we like pulled over and hopped out of the car for a second, and then we get back in, and I see out of the corner of my eye, he reaches for the can. And he picks it up, and I start driving, and it's not until I hear this sound. "What are you doing?" And he's opening the car door, and I said, "The car's in motion!" And he's holding the can still, and I look over, and he's gotten out of the car, and he's just basically dry heaving on the pavement, and there are these ants and he's got a beard, and there are ants in his beard, and he's pulling them out. And he takes the Red Bull and he sloshes it onto the pavement, and this cascade of ants come out on this rolling wave of Red Bull. And he gets back in the car, and I was like, "Whew, that is crazy." I don't know where they all came from. Maybe it was from that cookie that my roommate must have left in the car. Maybe that's where they were. And he was like, "Yeah, that was so gross. I'm so sorry." And I was like, "It's okay." And whenever I tell this story to my friends, we didn't date long after that. Whenever I tell this story to my friends, and they say, "Why didn't you say something?" And I always want to say, I don't know. And so I went to the Bible one day and I was looking through it and I saw Paul wrote this letter to the Romans. And if you guys remember with me, there is a segment that says, I don't understand. I do the things that I do not want to do. And I don't do the very thing that I do want to do. And I said, amen.